Well, I want to thank you for being here tonight and participating in the process of having a representative form of government. I would hope that more people would come to understand how important this night is and the power that we have been given as a citizen to dictate how we are governed. That being said, let me introduce myself to those of you who do not know me. My name is Shane Prentice. I'm a fourth generation farmer and rancher from eastern Colorado. I moved to the West Slope to be closer to my best friend and soon to be wife in 2004. In 2009, I moved to Montezuma County. I spent the next few years working a ranch down McElmo Canyon. That's where I raised my kids and really fell in love with the people and the places of Montezuma County. I currently live outside of Dolores, where my wife and I have a few milk cows. And for the past 9 years, I have served as pastor of Mesa Trails Cowboy Church in Mancos. And for the past 6 years, I have also served as president of the Montezuma Ministerial Alliance. Serving in this capacity has given me a unique understanding of the people and the needs of Montezuma County. I am not running for commissioner because I am upset with the current board of commissioners or because I believe they have done a poor job. I have a great deal of respect and appreciation for the work that they have done in serving Montezuma County. We enjoy life here, and this is a great place to live, and they had a part to play in that. That does not mean that I do not believe that some things need to change. As commissioner, I will work with the new sheriff to improve relations between the BOCC and the sheriff's office. I will advocate to use reserve funds to provide the sheriff department with equipment and training necessary to provide the men and women who serve us with the necessary means to have an advantage in keeping our county safe. That means updating and installing new license plate reader cameras countywide so our officers know who is in our county in real time. That means acquiring canine units, purchasing patrol vehicles and personal equipment in order to give our law enforcement officers the upper hand. I will also work with the commissioners to develop funding within the budget to provide room for additional deputies so that we have the personnel to maintain safety and security within Montezuma County. On a local level, I will also work to improve roads and upgrade our fairgrounds and racetrack in order to bring in more events, providing greater exposure to this amazing place we live and supporting the businesses that exist here. While we're on the topic of things I'd like to change, I would also like to see the county offices open 5 days a week instead of 4. I realize this is not a big deal, but government should serve the people, and not being open on Fridays is a burden to the people. I would also like to see how the businesses meetings are conducted, that to be changed a little bit as well. I believe that there should be more room given to the people to participate, allowing room for questions, concerns, and input. Now let's take a step back and take a wider view of what's affecting us on a county level. It is my belief that the state of Colorado is the greatest detriment to the quality of life we enjoy here in Montezuma County. From unconstitutional laws to burdensome regulations, our way of life is being threatened. As county commissioner, I will fight to preserve our way of life and work towards a solution of maintaining local control. Right now, in this legislative session, the Democrats are working to remove zoning controls from counties and consolidate it under state control. This is not only a public safety concern, allowing an outside power to dictate local policy, but it also runs the risk of making it more unaffordable to live here. Not only do I believe that zoning fees will be enacted, but I also believe that this will be an avenue for building codes to be enforced in counties such as ours, making it more expensive and more difficult to build here and to live here, which will force our children to look to other places to establish their lives. This is personal to me because my daughter just recently moved to Texas because it's more affordable to live there than it is here. As I see it, the only avenue we have to defend ourselves against this is to become a home rule county. which gives us the legal precedence to maintain local control over zoning rights and building codes and gives greater control over property assessments, elections, and setting elected official salaries. Home rule would require a massive information campaign so that the people of this county would understand the need for such an action. And because it would have to be on the ballot and voted for by the people, the county commissioners would necessarily need to be involved in supporting this. There are other actions the state is taking to compromise our way of life here in Montezuma County. There are over 200,000 regulations in Colorado, and that does not include the laws that have been passed. There's a state statute that states any unfunded mandate, meaning that any law the state imposes but does not fund, a county can opt out of. Out of over 200,000 ordinances and a broke state government, I'm sure that there are a few of those unfunded mandates the state is wanting to enforce that we can just say no to. I plan to expose every one of them and tell the state no. And when it comes to unconstitutional laws, such as red flag gun laws, I'm willing to fight the state and even let them sue us if they feel the burden, leaving the burden of proof of constitutionality on them. I am not afraid to poke a bear. I also believe the need to work hard to bring industry into this county. The state is phasing out natural gas usage over the next 10 years. That will force us into using electric only. At this current policy would increase the strain of our electric grid and increase demand of electricity, driving rates up and making it even more expensive to live here. We need to be proactive in bringing industry such as small-scale nuclear to Montezuma County. Not only would it provide extra revenue, but without it, we will be facing elevated living costs. In conclusion, I hope that you can see that I do have a plan to move us forward into the future and maintain the quality of life that we have all grown to love here in Montezuma County. And I would appreciate your support and your vote. Thank you.